And for our finale for the 2K team.
UK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Jason Tatum is out there with Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And for the Heat, Antetokounmpo out there with the great one. And it's Rose. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Wade in at the shooting guard. And at this point of the year, Greg, injuries starting to mount for some teams.
And this is where your depth gets tested, your resolve, because it takes a strength in numbers and strong leadership to get through it.
It's tipped. Pass to the great one. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
The combo guard Wade, not just a scorer, but a shrewd passer as well.
The kick out to Holiday. Brown wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Miami's ball. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Brown kicks to Holiday. The baseline J off the mark.
He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
And the vision of the Greek Freak, they're able to pick out the opening.
Here's Holiday. 17 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Rose, and he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Well, it doesn't seem to matter, Brent, who they bring in. Everyone seems to fit in this system in Miami.
Well, their identification process and their scouting, they do a fantastic job of putting guys in here who are hungry to go about their business. So it's a nice mix. You have young guys, you have veterans, and then they have the right star to follow.
Now, here's Tatum. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game? It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
It's White on the wing. And just miss after miss right now.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
He takes it in. Count it.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Celtics trailed by 12. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And oh, here we go. Rose, nobody back. 8 on the wing. And it's Wade with the jam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Here's Tatum, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Butler. Going inside. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Butler's got his second bucket tonight.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Celtics trailed by 16. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, White against Wade. White the pass to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Holiday with the 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Rose. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. The kick out to Brown. And it's blocked. They recover it. The Heat leading by 18 to the middle. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Porzingis after the Heat pick up 2. Back to Holiday. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Here's the great one. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Boston's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Into the lane, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's Boston with it after the Heat pick up 2. Outside Tatum. Can they get it? And he lays it up and in.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
Wade outside. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now here's White. 11 points last game. The drive by Wade, and Wade slams it in.
Incredible display of Dwayne Wade still having explosive athleticism.
Here's White, still scoreless. Outside Butler. Driving in, and it's Butler with the jam.
That was a possession where Jimmy Butler just did not settle for the jump shot, drove right in and came right at the defense.
Here's White. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. In transition, here comes Miami. Butler kicks to Wade. Rose attacking out to the right wing. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons. For Russell Westbrook.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Brown against Wade. Now here's Brown. Tight defense on him. Hauser misses. Rose with the ball. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Pass to Pritchard. Boston, no good that time either.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. Brent, don't you love what a team player Giannis is? A star with very little ego.
One of the things, Greg, he does so well is deflect everything or reflect everything back to him. It's about him. He'll compliment his teammates, and then he'll take on the responsibility when the team isn't playing at its highest level.
Here's Brown after the Heat pick up 2. Right wing. Here's Hauser. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's the great one, and he dunks it down.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
The great one's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Tipped away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Heat.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3.
They're struggling to knock down those threes here in the early going.
That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Giannis passes to Wade. And he makes good on the layup. Wade's got 10.
And so calm, even when pressured. Wade so good at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
Wade's gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Rose. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way.
All the officials are all over that one.
Peyton Pritchard.
First personal foul. First team. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Miami.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
And Brent, the thing you respect about Jimmy Butler, here's a guy with an old school mentality.
Well, I love that he competes against the other team, Greg, but there's a part of Jimmy Butler, and we saw it a lot in the last 2 seasons, how much of a protector he is of the culture.
That one is no good. And Greg, the way the Celtics have approached this season in terms of intensity, I think they clearly feel, though, they have unfinished business.
They've been so close to a title for a number of years. They've even been title favorites at times. It's part of the maturation process, as excruciating as it may be. And I think Kobe saw the shot coming a mile away. He instinctually gets there for the block.
And the shot is good. He's got 8.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. Driving to the basket. It's stolen by Wade. And now Bryant pushing it up. No!
And you can't be reckless with the ball around Wade. That's a recipe for getting your pocket picked.
1:31 left to play in the first quarter. Pritchard passes to Horford. Will it go? Clock at 6. This is to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Rose with the block. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Now in the game, number 35.
.107 left to play in the first. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Here's Brown. 35 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And that has been a huge problem for them here early in this game.
The Celtics making a switch here. Tillman's checked in. Here's Rose. He's got 8. There's the pass to the great one. A floater. A basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
43 seconds left in the first quarter. And here is Brown. He has yet to score. And it's the great one with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And it's Wade with the jam.
And this is why they continue to feed Wade, because when he flips that switch, there's just no stopping him.
There's 21 seconds left in the first. Brown against Wade. To stop the drought. Rejected by Kobe. Here's the great one. 3 seconds left. Oh!
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And so it's Miami, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
On the attack right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
And here's Miami. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game, it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Holiday. He's out there with White. Tatum out there with Porzingis. And it's Tillman in at the 4 spot.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Outside Tatum. Passes it to Tillman. Outside White. To Porzingis, just 4 to shoot. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And what makes Kobe next level, the instinct for the game, an ability to just see it before it happens.
Westbrook against Holiday. Poke loose. Westbrook with the steal. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. LeBron James still has a singular focus. He says, I'm a winner and I want to win. Competing for championships has been my goal since I entered the league. Once you know how to get there, playing basketball at this level, just to be playing basketball, is not in my DNA anymore. Kevin, he certainly has that special sauce.
He is letting it be known, in championship medal to boot. David, thank you.
Like rocket fuel there, so explosive. Westbrook's a one-man wrecking crew.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Tatum against Kobe. Tatum passes to Tillman. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And here's Miami. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Nice move. Porzingis with the block.
That's a forgotten skill as Porzingis able to get up there and throw that one away. He's finished top 10 in blocks a couple of times.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Holiday, still without a basket. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The 3 from Tatum. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Boston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The two biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
White with it. Westbrook picks him up. Holiday dishes to White. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Heat.
Pass to the great one. Uses both hands to slam it down.
No run-of-the-mill stuff there.
No.
Fellas putting something extra on it.
Greg, can you believe that? My goodness.
And this can deflate the other team. They need to answer back strong.
And it's sent back by Kobe. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And the dunk by Jordan.
You can expect Westbrook to find an open shooter, and he trusted him with the pass that time.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Westbrook. The pass to Jordan. Kobe with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And Bryant throws it down.
Lightning quick off the bounce. Bryant, one of the better athletes to ever play this game.
Now for Boston, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Knocked loose. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Bryant.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot,
Look at that.
that might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Now here's Porzingis to halt the run. They grab their own miss.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact, and there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Holiday against Westbrook. One-on-one fast break. Here's the great one. 26 points for him last game against Memphis. It's hauled in by Cornette. You know, Greg, many in Boston question the wisdom of the smart Porzingis trade. What'd you think of the move?
I mean, I think given age and injuries in their front court, the trade makes sense, right? Also, they got some draft capital, but the ultimate test for this trade will be in the playoffs. The ring is the thing. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
The Heat have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Al Horford, he's checked in for Porzingis.
One shot.
That's all you.
Boston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. White, they can't stop the run with that one.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. Tatum against Kobe. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Let's see some of the numbers here for Kristaps Porzingis. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Passes to Cornette. Kicks to White. Over Jordan.
Yeah, lockdown D. When Jordan really gets after it, his athleticism can be overwhelming.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Westbrook's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Holiday against Westbrook. Outside Tatum. Tatum's shot is off.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Here's Boston now. Knocked away. Cornet kicks to Holiday. Launches a three. Rebound by the Heat.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Now Holiday. No scoring in this one. Outside Tatum. Bryant the pass to Jordan. Driving inside. And Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, the explosive doesn't even begin to describe it. Jordan simply flying.
Jordan's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. And now Kobe running the floor all by himself. And Kobe throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Outside Tatum to end the drought. Stymied again with that miss. A subpar 2 for 10 for him.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to White. Outside Tatum. 3-pointer. And it's Miami with the rebound. The Great Ones got 5 rebounds tonight.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
And here's Tatum for 3. Westbrook pulls it in.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
White the pass to Cornet. Back to White. And Jordan sends it back.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it in help defense or on the ball. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Celtics ball.
And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Monday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Heat. Jimmy Butler comes in for Russell Westbrook. 1:39 left in the first half. Outside, Kobe. Pass to Butler. And he drops in the way up off the glass. Butler's got 9.
And Butler just taking that motion right through contact.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And that stride that you see from Giannis is just so effective out there getting around defenders.
There's 53 seconds left here in the second. The pass to Tillman. To the paint. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Count that bucket.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Jordan against Brown. And he slams it one-handed.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. The great one's gone 6 of 7 from the field here, getting just about everything to drop. Brown outside. It's blocked. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Heat out front, running away with this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jason, still a close one. What do you think happened there in the first half?
Feeling all right. We got to do a much better job defensively. We're not where we need to be, especially on defensive end, so we got to pick it up second half.
Yeah, we'll see if you're more connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Things were going Miami's way from the beginning. They ended up scoring 14 unanswered points, really doing damage early. The effort, the intensity, impressive. At the end of the first quarter, they found themselves way out on top. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, let's start with you. What you think about the Heat?
Credit these guys for coming in with the right game plan and then patiently executing it. Most of their shots that come in the flow of the offense. Rarely did they take a bad shot. Good, clean first half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problems. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So with James on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Butler out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Wade. Then there's the Great One, and it's Rose in at the 1 spot.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 5. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Wade. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wade's got 14 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Got a piece of it. Here's Rose. Takes it inside.
And that's the Derrick Rose of old. Full speed ahead and bursting to the rim.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Butler against Brown. Holiday left side. Can't connect from 14 feet out. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Ask any player who's the best perimeter defender, they'll all say Drew Holiday.
Drew is elite on that end of the floor. He can force turnovers, disrupt and just damage plays and challenge all the shots. You think you've lost him, and he's right there with you.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. These Celtics are playing with a high level of motivation. All-star Jason Tatum says what we talk about before the game, halftime, is win by any cost, by any means. Figure it out, win the game, and build great habits along the way. Kevin?
Still room to grow. David, thanks.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's the Great One, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Holiday, the pass to White. Tatum kicks to Brown. Passes it to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock to end the run. Rose with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. He gets that one. Wade's got 16 points.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. They're scoreless since the first half. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. And slam dunk by Butler.
Such a dogged defender as Butler's instincts right there get him the steal.
Now here is Holiday. Nothing on the board. And the rejection by Giannis.
Yeah, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Here's Rose. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Now at the line, Derrick Rose.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Outside, Tatum fires the three. It's hauled in by the Heat. The Great Ones got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
That one goes in. Giannis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's the Great One, guarded by Porzingis.
Oh! Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. They get a hand on it. Unhindered, going all the way. And it's Wade with the jam.
Nice to see Dwayne Wade doing some of the things that remind us of a young Dwayne Wade out in transition this time.
And the Celtics with possession here. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. The kick out to Tatum. They could use a bucket. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Forward size with guard handles. Butler showing us how he can manipulate the ball there.
Boston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And now Rose running the floor all by himself. And the dunk by Rose.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And Holiday kicks to White. Tatum with it. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. And they get it back.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
It's blocked. And again, Miami running the court in transition. Here's the Great One. That one falls. The Great One's got 8 here in the quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
The other part about tonight, you got to give credit to the coaching staff. They came in here with a great game plan, defensively locked in. They were ready for the sets. They jumped in passing lanes. They came away with steals. I mean, they anticipated just about everything.
Here we go.
Oh, yes, sir. Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Outside Tatum. Over Giannis. Boston again missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
One-on-one fast break. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just a great setup there. You can see how Jimmy Butler enjoys making plays.
And here's Holiday. Hasn't made one yet. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Here's Rose, and finished off by Rose.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And Holiday kicks to White. Back to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. They need this. And it's the Great One with the rebound. The Great One's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Giannis outside. There's the drive. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Giannis can shoulder any load, and he's doing it here.
Here's Holiday. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Outside Tatum. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. And Rose, an absolute assassin when he strings together moves like that.
Here's Holiday. Nice D from Rose.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Here's the Great One. Oh! And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. The Celtics on offense, searching for that first bucket here in the third. Rose with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Wade, and then Wade slams it in.
Dwayne Wade has taken thousands of shots where he's been challenged, and he's made them just like that.
Here's Tatum.
Two minutes.
1:57 left in the third quarter, and the basket is good. Tatum's got 6.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Butler on the wing. Back to Rose. Heat moving the ball around. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
The Heat shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Second team foul. Now at the line, Jimmy Butler.
That free throw good from Butler.
When you think of Jimmy Butler, his work ethic comes to mind. Notably, how hungry he is to win at all costs.
Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Miami. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And checking out Boston, just a couple spots back.
And, you know, for the Heat, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose.
Celtics substitution.
Boston making a switch here. Mikhailuk is checked in.
Mikhailuk.
.110 left in the third. Clock is at 3. And it's the great one with the rebound.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Well, their pass it to Rose. With the drive and the dunk by Rose.
And defensively, you've got to play Rose for the drive. You let him get to the rim, he'll throw it down on your head.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Mikhailuk. Wade is covering. Pritchard passes to Tillman. And he gets the bucket.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Pritchard passes to Horford. Over to the wing. Pass to Pritchard. 5 to shoot. On the money from 12 feet away. Pritchard's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Wade. Chalk up 2 there.
I mean, we've had some great passing big men in the NBA over the years. Giannis moving his way up the ladder now.
And so it's the Miami Heat holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at Our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. And it's Luke in at the shooting guard position. For the three. Rebound by the Heat. And statistically, more young players in the league today, Greg, than in decades past. Might be a reason the age limit wasn't lowered in this new CBA.
Yeah, I mean, the veterans saying, hey, we're already having a tough time sticking around. And I think having those guys helps on and off the court.
Poked away, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball. Salto.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Drives to the hoop. And a dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
On offense, here are the Celtics. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Out left to the wing. Here's Tillman. Off target with the fadeaway.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Oh, man. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Knocks it loose. Pass to Pritchard. Miami grabs the miss. The Great One's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Bryant passes to the Great One. And there's the drive. Kicks it out to Jordan. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Mikhailuk. Now the pass to Tillman. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like, baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
Here's the Great One. Got it. Good job in the low post. The Great One's got 38 points.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Westbrook. Pritchard passes to Hauser. And it's blocked. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
And the Celtics with possession here. Here's Pritchard. Knocked away. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way.
Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. So the pick by Westbrook on one end, and that sets up the easy transition points.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Westbrook. Pritchard passes to Cornette. Fade away. That shot misses. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 14-2 run here.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Mikhailuk. Passes it to Cornette. Pass to Pritchard. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And that's how you want to see defense played. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
Here's the great one. And he drives in. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Here's Cornette, and the layup's good off the glass.
Cornette, the assist. Sviatoslav Mikhailuk.
The Heat have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter, really getting it done. Jordan passes to the great one. Shoots from the line, buries the jump shot. The great one's got 44.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Pass to Hauser. And there's the pass to Tillman. From 13, Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound in this one. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
To the inside, Hauser can't hit from in close.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Pritchard. The shot, no good. Westbrook with the nice D there. Here's the great one, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Here's Mikhailuk, defended by Jordan. Here's the great one. Again, what an avalanche!
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Pritchard. Looking to end the run. It's hauled in by the Heat. Kobe's got his 5th rebound in this one. The dish to Jordan. Heat moving the ball around. And yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Westbrook. And now Kobe running the floor all by himself. Here's the great one. And again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Westbrook passes to Jordan. Here's the great one. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 56 points for the great one.
At this point, I don't know what you can do
to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Passes it to the Great One. Into the lane. Makes it off the glass. The Great One's got 58.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
Pass to Pritchard. Here's Mikhailuk. He's defended by Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Celtics ball.
Drew Holiday's checked in for the Celtics.
Drew Holiday.
Clock at 4. Cornette passes to Tillman. Here's Pritchard. Westbrook with the block.
And Russell just bringing it right now on defense.
And another one. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Holiday against Jordan. Pass to Pritchard. The pass to Cornette. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Hauser misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's the Great One. He takes it in. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's Holiday. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. The Great Ones checked in for Miami.
Number 19.
On defense, the Heat. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Westbrook passes to the Great One. Here's Pritchard. Knocked loose, nabbing another steal.
With every steal, he continues to march towards the record book.
Greg, looking at his season totals, he's got a good view of third most steals in a single year. What a defensive season for him. Boston has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Westbrook. Passes to Hauser. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to get something going. And it's the Great One with the rebound. The Great One's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Kobe passes to the Great One. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Great One.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's the Great One, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Personal foul.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Pass to Hauser. And they get it. And it's sent back by Bryant. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant.
Substitutions for your Heat. Jimmy Butler. Derrick Rose.
26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's Hauser. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Kobe kicks to Rose. Pass to the Great One. It's tipped. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. There was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Please.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. You were living at the line tonight. Is that the goal, or is it just getting downhill?
Just keep attacking, get to the line, and be the player that I am. You know, get everybody involved, guard a little bit, and just help us win.
Yeah, the spokes of the wheel were very tight tonight, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.